CES 2017 News and Highlights: the best TVs, laptops, and more from Las Vegas. The CES 2017 news came thick and fast on day one, with 4K HDR TVs stealing the show early on. Sony has announced its first proper OLED TV, the A1 in the UK. Quite apart from being an OLED TV, which is awesome, it has a unique way of producing sound. Instead of speakers or soundbar, which is the common way many slim TVs give you sound, the AE1 literally vibrates the TV panel to produce sound. In other words, the sound comes straight from the screen. Mind blown. In its press conference, Intel revealed it would be launching its brand new Cannon Lake processors at the end of this year. Cannon Lake is the follow-up to Kaby Lake, which officially fully launched earlier this week. As expected, Samsung launched its new class of QLED TVs. There's 3 new high-end sets in all: the flat Samsung Q9F, curved Q8C, and the Q7, which is available in both flat and curved models. The QLED range replaces Samsung's SUHD TVs as the firm's flagship line, with the new models set to be available in 4 sizes: 55 inches, 65 inches, 75 inches, and 88 inches. Pricing and a release date have yet to be confirmed, but we understand the new QLED sets are likely to start shipping to select regions. Samsung also announced an updated 4K Blu-ray player that lets you stream movies to your mobile device, along with a new wireless speaker, the H7, that upscales all your tunes. There's a curved quantum dot monitor too, which looks gorgeous, and it's called the CH711. Hopefully we'll get a closer look at it later in the week. On the home appliances front, Samsung has introduced the Flex Wash and Flex Dry, a washing machine and a tumble dryer with 2 drums each. The top drum is smaller and is designed for smaller, quick loads. The idea is to give you more flexibility when it comes to laundry. Samsung updated its Family Hub fridge too, with specific family profiles and even more music streaming options. Finally, Samsung showed off a duo of Chromebooks designed with Android apps in mind and a badass gaming laptop with a dedicated supercharge button. We're not sure if the Notebook Odyssey will come to the UK, but it's cool nevertheless. Rival South Korean firm LG also had plenty to show off, including the new LG InstaView door-indoor refrigerator, which has Amazon's Alexa digital assistant built in. That means you can play music, make purchases, and edit your shopping list just by speaking to your fridge. Creepy, yes. Do we want one? Absolutely. There's also a new 77-inch LG Signature TV that LG describes as the lightest, thinnest, and most beautiful TV on the planet, as well as a new range of Super UHD TVs too. The company also announced a picture-in-wall TV called the LG Signature OLED TV W, which is incredibly thin at just 2.57 mm with a screen size of 65 inches. And LG confirmed that there's a new version of LG's custom TV software on the way, LG WebOS 3.5. Not to be outdone, Panasonic unveiled its second 4K HDR OLED TV, the EZ1000, pictured above. It'll apparently be known as the EX1002 in the UK. Panasonic says the new set can achieve up to 800 nits of brightness and, as well as supporting the HDR10 and hybrid log gamma. Elsewhere, an important new smartphone broke cover in the form of the Honor 6X from Huawei sub-brand Honor. The mid-ranger, which is set to retail for £225/$250, features an average but competent enough overall spec sheet, with one major exception: the dual camera configuration found on the back. At present, this is a feature that's still normally only found on high-end devices like the iPhone 7 Plus, so we're intrigued to put the 6X through its paces in full. Watch Honor 6X hands-on. In other mobile-related news, Qualcomm unveiled its newest high-end chipset, the Snapdragon 835, and a pair of VR shades featuring the new processor. Scroll down to our Qualcomm at CES 2017 section to learn more. Another blockbuster Day 1 announcement came from Intel, who announced final details and specifications of its new Kaby Lake architecture. While a few laptops featuring Kaby Lake snuck out towards the end of 2016, this is the first time we've heard anything official about its desktop capabilities and seen the new processor line up in full. So how does it size up? We've already gone hands-on with the most powerful Kaby Lake desktop chipset around. Just hit the link below to learn. Excitingly, Nvidia has announced the launch of the GTX 1050 and 1050 Ti graphics chip for laptops, with more than 30 laptops launching with the chip in the first 3 months of this year. The big news here is this is a card that can run many games at 1080p and 60 fps, but these laptops should be more affordable than your typical good gaming laptop. Scroll down to our laptops at CES 2017 section for a deeper dive. We also now know that BlackBerry and new partner in crime, TCL, have unveiled a prototype of a keyboard-toting phone. The former smartphone giant and its Chinese sugar daddy didn't give much away, but we should hear more later in the year. Aside from the keyboard, we know it'll be running Android 7.0 and have a fingerprint sensor embedded inside the spacebar. BlackBerry aside, TCL had some other big announcements at CES. The TV brand launched the X2 and X3 series, both of which feature 4K resolution, Dolby Vision HDR and Quantum Dot Tech. There's some clever audio stuff going on too, like being able to use the television as a Bluetooth speaker and routing the audio back to your phone for private listening. The X2 is the flat version and will come in 55 and 65-inch version, while the X3 is curved. Both will boast Android TV too, but don't hold your breath about them coming to the UK. But wait, there's more. Back to the TV news, and we now think that Nvidia may launch not one but two new Shield TV models, as well as a redesigned controller for the Android-powered device. The unconfirmed tip-off comes via Android Police and features some crystal clear images, though it's still fairly thin on specifics. All that's apparently been revealed is that the second-gen Shield TV will be offered at two different sizes, and that the controller will carry a couple of revisions. Previous speculation pointed to the GTX 1080 manufacturer rebooting its first Shield TV set-top box, which launched back in 2015, with support for 802.11 AC Wi-Fi and MIMO antennas to further increase wireless speeds. The new controller will also apparently rely on Bluetooth Low Energy for connectivity, rather than Wi-Fi, is being mooted as well. So watch this space as Nvidia looks set for a blockbuster CES. You'll also want to keep a close eye on HTC at CES this year, as unconfirmed reports out of Taipei are pointing to the company launching the HTC Vive 2, which will be a refreshed, wireless version of the already excellent HTC Vive headset. Not to mention a likely show stealer. For sheer audacity, you've got to admire Kingston, who amidst the slew of snazzy new TVs, high-spec laptops, and shiny smartphones, announced a USB stick at CES. Except, it's not just any OL USB stick, it's a monster 2 TB USB flash drive that's now the world's biggest. That's a whole lot of 4K video. Lastly, by way of a wild card, Nokia subsidiary Withings has launched the world's first smart hairbrush, which features a built-in mic, accelerometer, and gyroscope that combine to analyze your brushing patterns and provide you with insights into managing frizziness, dryness, split ends, breakage, and more. Because 2017. Why the hell not? With Panasonic and Samsung having played their cards at CES 2017 thanks to the Samsung Q9FQ LED TV and Panasonic EZ1002 OLED TV, we're now waiting to see what the other big players have to offer on the TV front. LG has debuted its latest 4K HDR TVs at the show in the form of the SJ9500, SJ8500, and SJ8000. The trio will feature a new color-boosting tech LG is dubbing NanoCell. Based on quantum dot technology, the South Korean firm claims NanoCell will negate color difference at angles of up to 60 degrees thanks to its uniformly sized LCD particles. In plain English, that means you'll get the same high-quality viewing experience wherever you're sat in the living room, even if you've been relegated to the cheap seats. We're looking forward to going eyes-on with the new LG sets, which support all three existing HDR standards, HDR10, Dolby Vision, and Hybrid Log Gamma. In addition to these new sets, LG has unveiled its new OLED TVs for 2017, which feature built-in Dolby Atmos support. That has us damn excited. We'll be getting a hands-on of the new TVs soon, so keep an eye out for that. Sony, meanwhile, is also expected to make a splash and announce its first large-scaled OLED TVs based on panels produced by LG. It's not just the high end of the TV market on show at CES either. Budget brands are getting some love too. An announcement from Tongfang Global, which owns 3 affordable 4K brands Siki, Westinghouse, and Element, revealed that the firm's 2017 lineup will come with baked-in support for Amazon Fire TV and its smart assistant Alexa. The new 4K sets could go on sale as soon as spring 2017, with 43-inch, 50-inch, 55-inch, and 60-inch models set to be made available. And finally, praise be to God, a new HDMI standard has been announced. The new HDMI 2.1 spec adds support for 8K and Dynamic HDR. Dynamic HDR will optimize colors in each scene and even each individual frame. The HDMI forum has also added game mode VRR support, which allows for variable refresh rates and reduces screen tearing and input lag when gaming. Laptops at CES 2017. Dell jumped the gun this year and announced a major refresh of its XPS 13 laptop on the eve of CES. The new XPS 13 will be a 2-in-1 convertible designed to rival some of the devices in Lenovo's Yoga range and features a touchscreen display. Full HD and QHD models will be offered, plus a foldable hinge that allows you to use it in a variety of positions. It'll come packing the latest Intel Kaby Lake architecture, Core i5 or Core i7, and offer 2 USB-C ports, with a provisional release date of January 5. We've already got our paws on this machine,